Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another anime review, to which I'm covering episodes 7 and 8 of Akuma-kun. First of all, I'll give you the synopsis for both episodes and then I'll cover my written information in the review. So, for the synopsis of episode 7, which is titled Human, after years of hard work, a long-time legislator is on the verge of becoming a cabinet minister. But then a threatening man pays him a visit. Goes for roughly 25 minutes in length. Then we have episode 8, which is called True Intentions. A little boy goes to the Millennia Research Institute, saying that he wants to become a demon, but Akuma-kun immediately throws him out. And the episode goes for about 24 minutes. So I'll now move into my written information of what I have covered in relation to these episodes. So for episode 7, to which I believe is more so closer to 26 minutes than 25. As the episode starts, we end up meeting a political candidate by the name of Demura, who is called to an unwanted meeting being held in a hotel until the event brings the attention to Ichiro, who is the present-day Akuma-kun, and Mephisto III, to which we learn that person was once a client of them. So the person who died was once a client of them. To which we now have the case now focusing on Demura. In this, we learn that Ichiro does not trust politicians, and I totally agree with him. I don't trust them either, whatever position they are in, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move directly back into the story. Demura gets a visit from Gremory, who basically is there to try to bring up a conclusion, to which the character helps bring to a conclusion of the episode, to which we learn that Demura himself was actually a demon who was adopted by a human, to which in that he tried to become more human, and we do learn his backstory in this. And Ichiro and Mephisto basically leave him with a choice. If he chooses to stay or remain a demon, he has the choice to stay and remain a demon, or chooses to stay more human and become more human. Not long after that, we turn to the Millennial Kingdom, and we notice that Shingo appears presently to be missing, but we don't know if he's actually gone or not. Jumping into episode 8, which I believe is more so closer to 25 minutes long in length than 24 as mentioned. Ichiro is approached by a young boy who wants to become a demon, to which we learn the friend, or his close friend, is the daughter, is Sane's daughter, Mio. As Ichiro is researching some information, Mephisto answers a knock at the door, to which they get a new client, to which the new client asks for some help in trying to sort out a situation in regards to a friend that he had. Due to this occurring, Mio then goes to Mephisto II to try to help her friend become a demon, only to get a bit of a love story as to how he fell in love, and that's not what they wanted. But in the process, they sort of learn that there's a little bit more happening here. So, as the story continues, Mephisto III once again helps Ichiro out in taking on the demon which they took on earlier, only to be saved with the help of Mephisto II, to which we learn that Shingo sends through Mephisto II's I guess, gear through to take on the demon and finish off the demon. And not long after that, Ichiro gets some wise advice from Mephisto II, which I'm surprised he actually listens to. Compared to like some of the earlier episodes, he seemed a little bit more resistant, which with this, you do see the character begin to mellow out a bit, and that is really like taking effect. And I'm actually beginning to like the character even more now because of this. And not long after the case is solved between the client, whose name is Rent, and his friend, sorry, I didn't mention the friend's name, Takakumi or something like that, we end up finding out why this young boy, whose name is Mahiro, is sort of like seeking to become a demon. But in the process, he learns from someone who is a demon, Mephisto II, that, well, things aren't all what they're cracked up to be. And, and in the process, we end up learning the character's backstory. I must admit, these 2 episodes have really gotten me to like Ichiro, the present Akuma-kun, so much more. Even though Shingo is out of the picture, and seeing what has happened in like the last 2 episodes, seeing Ichiro have a slight mellow down with his character, yes, some things are softening up on him, where he still remains, I guess, steadfast in other things that he believes in. We also have things in regards to Mephisto the Third, to which we learn some things as well, in regards to sort of like their relationship. So jumping directly into the afterthoughts, I must admit I really did enjoy these last 2 episodes, and I'm really looking forward to what episodes 9 and 10 will do and what is to come. Now, as we sort of move towards the end of episode 8, we get a bit of a tease for the upcoming episode, to which we see Sane's husband actually turns up, and we're sort of left with that on the scene. So it makes me wonder how the next episode's going to take place and what events are going to take place within this story, or within this upcoming story. How will Ichiro react to the situation? What will Mephisto II do in this situation? Will we get any more intervention between Shingo or Mephisto II, as they sort of like help give some advice and also help in some situations that might be out of Ichiro and Mephisto III's control? I don't know. So now it's time to jump directly into the rating of these 2 episodes. And I must admit, I think after the last 2 episodes, my view has completely changed in regards to the main characters, being Mephisto II and Ichiro, who is the present Akuma-kun. Especially with seeing what has happened in regards to a character who has made their appearance, I think it was in the 5th or 6th episode. No, it was the 5th episode that they made an appearance. A character by the name of Strophea. And when that character turned up, it really had me thinking, what is it between these 2? Is this meant to be like this character's almost Moriarty to the Sherlock Holmes in this particular supernatural story? I'm yet to find out. So for the main characters, I give an 8.5 out of 10. The supporting characters, an 8.5 out of 10. I want to take note that these are subject to be changed. as I get further in the story. Next is the animation, to which I give an 8 out of 10. Soundtrack, an 8 out of 10, but I think that is actually due to change probably quite shortly. Probably within the next upcoming 4 episodes that I'll be reviewing. I can definitely see that changing. Whether it goes up or down, I don't know yet. And last but not least, we move into the area of the story, to which I give an 8.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day. And what was one of your favourite things from each of these episodes? Until then, let's keep it colourful, have yourself an awesome day,